Hello, fellow Mavrodians. My name is Moses Johnson. I am a MMA participant from Lagos, Nigeria, and I would like to tell you that I have been in MMM guidance training school, and it has been quite an interesting journey. And in the course of this video, I'm going to be sharing with you what is called feedback video on what we have learned, on what I have learned so far in the guider training school. Well, I've learned quite a number of things which I never knew before now: the ideology of MMM, the benefits, the rules and regulation, and the use of some applications, some softwares called Screencast-O-Matic, and also how to use Google Doc, and also how to navigate my way through YouTube, creating of YouTube channels, and also a bit more, getting familiarized with Facebook and many other things. But above all, MMM ideology was clearly, taught to us, and I get to know that the whole idea of MMM is not a get rich quick thing, but it is to make people have a better life. And also all the things we need to know, about MMM, the pause mode, a situation whereby the people who wants to get help is more than the people who wants to provide help. A panic situation can actually cause that, where the Mavros are frozen, and where the new participants who are just coming on board, their Mavro will grow to a particular point too, and it probably get frozen as well. It could get to a situation whereby, the system will look for a way how to, cushion the effect by applying floating ratio, so on. Also, when it is inevitable to restart the system, how we'll go about, trying to make sure that we try to counter the impression the media might be able, the counter the impression the media would, like to propagate at that point in time, because the financial system is unjust, and as Sagi Mavrodi has been, trying to make sure that a movement of such like this, come to play, which I'm really glad to be a partaker of it. MMM has really blessed my life, has blessed the life of the people around me, and I'm actually taking on board to go to the less privileged people who perhaps will not even have, internet or computer literacy to do this thing, helping them to alleviate poverty, because it's just the way forward, and all. So I'm going to be showing you some of the daily tasks schedule, and that we did during the training school, which has equipped me, for the role of a guider, which is not a small role. And I'm going to be showing you some of this during the days in the guidance school. We learned quite a number of things which I earlier said, the ideology of MMM, the rigs, how the network can, the online community can be a better community. It is through a routine PHGH where the old members who has received help from the system, with PH, and all that, and constant, reaching out to our downlines and the prospective participants, on the need to get on board on MMM. And also we learn how MMM works, how does it work, how it works, with a clear objective of how it has been set up to work, because MMA actually has a clear and defined structure whereby you have guardians who monitor and administer to any issues arising from the system, because there are a lot of checks and balances in the system as well, because we have some participants who have ulterior motive to defraud people and all that. So the system is well equipped with, it's structured rather in a way that all this can be checked. I also get to know about a particular software called GoToMeetings. A wonderful software. This is what we use in having our meetings on a regular basis. The evolution of MMM was one of the things we were taught. How it evolved, how the movement started, how it received critics, how the government frustrated it over and over, and how even at a particular point in time, when managers were employed to be, uh, it went on and on, and also how the founder himself suffered a major setback from government, regulations, government trying to frustrate him, but he never relent. And today we have a very wonderful and a seamless platform which is working seamlessly. And also we also learned, I've talked about it in the course of the video in the beginning, about how it works. And also I would also want to intimate you on the good thing I learned from MMM. Just before I joined the training school, I wasn't really good at YouTube. The use of YouTube and the Google Drive, it has been a very, very wonderful experience for me. And I really thank Sasage, because this has added to my skills, being a computer literate, and the usage of software and the Google Doc. And also it has also equipped me to be a better presenter, and I just can't tell it all. So I'm really, really grateful for this wonderful opportunity. And also we talked about we also learned about how we can prepare to be a better guardian. For instance, if we are to go and develop the MMM in Thailand, it was also a very good session. This was a teamwork we had. We had to tackle the task that was given to us, and this was really expository, letting us to know real time how MMA is, and what is expected of us as a guardian in the course of trying to sustain MMM. So and here on our first task, we were given $50,000 to mobilize to Thailand to come up with MMM and to sustain it. And it was quite a nice task which exposed us to the fundamentals of MMM. And I learned a lot in the course of this teamwork. And you agree with me that in MMA there are some things you need to know: the SWOT analysis, which is the strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. The strength of MMM is the fact that it has a structure, it is a global thing, it is a community where people give help to one another, peer to peer. It does not have a central account, and it has weaknesses. If there's no guarantee, it has a lot of opportunity. We earn 30% and 30% from the PH you make, and 10% from referral bonuses, make 5% from your video of happiness. The opportunity is just enormous. Like I said, I learned quite the usage of some software which I never knew how to use before now. And the second task, was quite another expository task, exposing us to how, you generate, donations, which will take care of the next following week. Like somebody will PH now, a number of people PH now, what will be the amount that will be sufficient to pay off those in the second week. This was quite expository class. It was quite exposing, and I learned quite a number of things. And the tax went on and on. So tax 3, self-date, tax 4. These were all just business games that we did, and it was quite interesting. It was quite challenging, but we were able to surmount all the challenges because our goal is to ensure that we get to know the nitty-gritty of how MMA works, which is the ideology, which is how it works, and its ideology rather, and plans of action, tax 7. This means if eventuality that the pause mode doesn't work and the system has to be restarted, how do we start? How do we try to counter the repression, before the media, because they will have a rather, different view about, the restarting of the system. So it's quite challenging at this point, but we pray we don't get to this point, and together MMA will change the world. In the course of this, I hope it was quite interesting to you, and I would also like you to know that MMA is really, really changing lives in Nigeria. It is in so many other countries, over 118 countries currently, and it is one of the best things that can happen to. It is the best experience one can experience in this present time and age, and I urge every prospective members who is looking in or watching this video clip to join. It's not time to start thinking, but rather it's the time to make a choice and join, because together MMA will change the world. Change the world of financial cruelty. The main in the financial world will make life better for everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching it. Bye.